Topic 1.1 Structure of Water and Hydrogen Bonding. Welcome to AP Biology and BioBites. BioBites is the best channel to break down AP Biology into bite-sized pieces of information, whether you're cramming for your AP exam or trying to get an A in your class. BioBites is here to help. We are planning on making short videos just like this one to cover every concept in the course and exam description, which is linked below, so stay tuned to watch those as well. In the corner of the slide, we have Selby, which is the channel mascot, and she's here to cheer you on your AP Biology journey. So before we can talk about concepts in biology like macromolecules, we need to understand the role of water in life. So what even is water? Well, water is a polar molecule, which means that its electrons are unevenly distributed between the oxygen and two hydrogens. The oxygen sort of hogs the electrons, causing it to have a partial negative charge, and the hydrogens to have a partial positive charge. These charges cause hydrogen bonding. If you look at this picture, you might notice dotted lines connecting the positive hydrogen and negative oxygen, which is a hydrogen bond. These bonds can occur when hydrogen is with nitrogen or fluorine or other electronegative elements. Hydrogen bonds can be found in many aspects of life, for example, in DNA. There are 3 hydrogen bonds holding cytosine and guanine together, and 2 hydrogen bonds holding adenine and thymine together. There are also hydrogen bonds in proteins between carboxyl and amino groups, which we will cover in a future video. On the other hand, nonpolar molecules have electrons that are evenly distributed, meaning that there is no charge to them. Some important terms to remember are hydrophobic, which means that a substance is afraid of or avoids water. For example, consider the fact that oil and water do not mix. This means that oil is a hydrophobic substance. The opposite of this would be hydrophilic, meaning that a substance likes or attracts water. Moving on to the properties of water. First up, we have cohesion, or the attraction of water to itself, and adhesion, which is the attraction of water to other substances. Cohesion and adhesion work together in a process called capillary action. For example, water is able to go from the roots of plants to its leaves because the xylem of the plant is polar and the water molecules sort of climb it to defy gravity. The next water property is surface tension, or when the surface of water is hard to break due to high forces of cohesion. This is why lightweight bugs are able to stand or even walk on water. Next is high specific heat, meaning that water requires a lot of energy to increase its temperature, or that it can store a lot of heat, which is helpful in many body functions. Water also has a high heat of vaporization, which helps in a process called evaporative cooling, or when your body changes your sweat to vapor, which absorbs heat, in turn cooling you down. Another cool thing about water is the fact that ice is less dense than liquid water. This helps lakes in winter as ice floats on the top of the water, protecting the ecosystem below. Now it's time for a question. Pause the video and see if you can answer it. The correct answer would be C. We know that the statements about adhesion, cohesion, and surface tension are true, but we also know that water does not have a low heat capacity. It has a high heat capacity. Now that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or reach out on Instagram. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe. Bye!